Good morning, folks. The time is 9:43 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 13th of May, 2025, and you and I both know, all of us know, that it's the 14th. For our friends on the other side of the planet there, our friends in Australia, our friends in Melbourne. How's everybody doing today? Not just the folks in Melbourne, not just the folks in Australia. How are you all doing today, my friends? I hope you're doing fantastic. My name's Lee. I'm the guy that started this group, groups, called Well, I Thought It Was Funny. You, my friends, are you. And guess what, my friends? You're awesome. How do I know that? These groups were not awesome until you came here. Therefore, I think you must be awesome if you brought the awesome friends. Thank you so very much. And you know how many people are in these groups? Between the two groups today, we're sitting at over 734,000 members, my friends. 734,000 members. That is crazy, but it's crazy amazing. And you know what I'd like to call us, since we have more people than a lot of cities have as population? The funniest city on the internet, population you and I, my friends. Funny people in a funny place, and we make people laugh. Boy, do we make people laugh, folks. We rock. So what's happening in your day, folks? I'm going to tell you what's happening with my day. Well, not a heck of a lot. We're probably going to go to Costco later on around 3 o'clock after Wendy's off work. Before that, I don't have any serious plans. A buddy of mine did ask me if I wanted to come by, and, I might do that. Just come by and spend an hour or so with a friend of mine. But other than that, I've got no real plans. I mean, I could always do laundry. That's always an option. It's not like there's not laundry to do. But no, not much. Yesterday, I worked about 3.5 hours. Not very much at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome here in Calgary. It was a skate for staff members. If I skated, which I'm not a very good skater at all, folks, but if I skated and if I didn't take that shift, I could have actually gone skating there, which is kind of cool because you get to skate on NHL ice, the ice that the Calgary Flames play on, their home ice. You don't get to do that in very many NHL arenas, or so I've heard, and this is something that they do, and I think it's just amazing. Once again, I'm not a very good skater. I grew up in Ottawa, the city with the longest outdoor skating rink in the world, and to me as a kid, skating was always torture. Why? I got wide feet, and I realized as an adult, I never had a pair of skates that fit, not once, so it was always painful. Now as an adult, if I were to get skates, they would fit because I'm smart about stuff like that. I might be able to learn how to skate without all the pain, just some of the pain. So, and we were talking about that yesterday at work, and I was thinking maybe I'll do that this year, but then again, maybe I won't. So that's what I did yesterday, and like I said today, no concrete plans, nothing that I can say I'm going to do specifically. So there's that. I kind of like days like that. I heard from a few people yesterday as to what they were doing, and I heard from Michelle Finnerty. She said that she didn't do too much yesterday. She had a hair appointment in the morning, and then laundry. That's what we do, right? And then Tuesday, which is today, is going to be the canal walk. And she's also saying that, she can't wait for that. And that she's sore from playing all the Wii bowling and Wii tennis. Yeah, if you haven't done that before, it can be sore. Use muscles you haven't used for a long time. But she can't wait to do it again. And it looks like she's going to be doing that on Sunday. Oh, no, that was Sunday that she did it. But she can't wait to do it again. And I heard from my mom. My mom was just saying just the usual, nothing exciting. Just going out for walks with Rufus and maybe doing some crocheting. But she did share a really nice collage of photos from her walk and a great photo of my buddy Rufus, my adopted brother. I'm gonna bring that photo up right there. There's Rufus up in that top left. And just all those are the photos from the walk. They go through this little thing they call the woods. Just a little bit of trees, a little path through it. It's gorgeous. And it's all greening up right now because spring is in the air, my friends. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so very much. Say hi to Rufus for me. Love you, Mom. I also heard from Rose Glad. Rose Glad said she was going for some blood work, but she's been working on a pair of socks. Holy smokes, they look good. And she's saying she's having some trouble with these ones. And she's only got one sock done so far, but it looks fantastic. And I'm going to bring up the photos of that sock. And I'm looking forward to seeing the pair. I do not knit. I've never tried to knit, so I do not know how hard it is. I do think that it's probably difficult to get to this level. and it looks fantastic. And I can't wait to see the pair when it's done. Rose, looking forward to that. Hope blood work goes well or went well for you and everything. And yeah, we always love to hear from you, Rose. I appreciate you sharing that. Same thing with you, Michelle. Thank you, Mom, for sharing your days, folks. And folks, I want to hear about your day. I do. And it's easy. All you got to do is leave a comment on this video saying, today I'm doing blah, 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 whatever it might be. Going for a walk, riding a bike, going to work, doing groceries, whatever it might be. I'd love to hear about it, folks. And I'd love to talk about it tomorrow. All right. We've got a couple of great posts that I want to share with you folks today. And, well, one of them's from me, but not really. We have a lot of scammers and bots that try to post to the group, and we intercept most of them, but sometimes they bring some funny stuff. So I say no to you, but I steal your post if you're a bot. And that's what I did this morning. And then I have another one from Leslie Shott. Now we're going to start with Leslie's post because, hey, that's just more fair. I'm the guy that runs the group. I'm not going to go first. So I'll just bring up Leslie's post right now. And I've seen this before, and I freaking love it. I think this is hilarious. And if I didn't mind wasting cheese, and if I put some thought into it, I'd like to do this sometime. Show up at the bar like, oh man, has anyone got a 20? I only got singles. I would absolutely love to do that. Thank you very much, Leslie. I really appreciate that. I'm sure you made a lot of people laugh with that. You definitely made me laugh. So we always appreciate that. Next one's from this jerk called Me Lee. Like I said, I stole this from a scammer. I'm going to bring it up. And I am not embarrassed that I stole it from a scammer, my friends. But here you go. It's getting a lot of traction this morning. People are liking it. I think it's funny. And I know I saw it a long time ago, but I don't think I saw it in the groups. Maybe I did. Things happen. But, yeah, made me laugh. Thanks, scammer bot from Indonesia. Gonna keep stealing scammer bots good posts though, folks, because hey, why waste good material? Just get rid of the piece of garbage scammer bot that's posting it, right? All right. So there you go, folks. Those are our 2 featured posts today. I want to feature your post tomorrow. Just post it. Just post some funny stuff, and maybe it'll make me laugh. And if it makes me laugh, there's a good chance it gets shared. So maybe I'll share your post tomorrow. Let's see. Where am I? I started off by telling you what time it was. Then we mentioned the date on this side of the world and on the other side of the world there in Melbourne. And then I asked about your days. We talked about Michelle's day, my mom's day, Rose Glad's day. And once again, I really want to know about your day. And we talked briefly about my day. Oh, one thing about my day is I got that TV put up on the wall finally. Not finally, it was only 2 days. And let's see, so we did that. And then we featured a couple great posts. Well, one great post from Leslie Shott. Another good post, kind of from me, but I did steal it from a scammer bot this morning. I don't care. It was funny. They're both funny. And I'm going to share your posts if they make me laugh, my friends. And then we got right to here. And from right to here, we go right to the bad jokes. A woman at the airport fainted and landed on the luggage carousel. We were all worried, but she's coming around now. I am the absolute best at putting leaves in boiling water. It's my specialty. When I was younger, my parents said I could be anyone that I wanted to be. Sitting in jail now, I realize that identity theft is illegal. The bartender broke up with her boyfriend, but he convinced her to give him one last shot. My neighbor was fired for sweeping girls off their feet. He's a super aggressive janitor. When 2 vegetarians get into a fight, is it still called a beef? What do you call a teacher that only farts in public? A private tutor. I can't believe I forgot to go to the gym yesterday. That's like 2 years in a row. 3 snowboarders are in a car. Who's driving? A cop. What's the difference between hockey and wrestling? In hockey, the fights are real. Once again, I am so glad you come back for those bad jokes because they take a lot of work. But you know what? I woke up this morning so tired, brain foggy, just not looking forward to researching jokes. I opened my email. That's jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com email, my friends. Take note of that. And I look in there, and there is an email from my friend Dave Knapp, and he had 6 awesome jokes that I could use. I use each one of those jokes. So 6 of my jokes today are from Dave Knapp. The first joke is actually from me, kind of. I found it somewhere, but there was no attribution to it. The second joke from my beautiful wife. And then the next 5 are all from Dave. 6 are from Dave. And then rounding up the last bit to make 10 jokes comes from here. This is a fun joke book. Actually, they're organized in this one. I think it's kind of cool. Dad jokes, 500 jokes. They're so good. From Chartwell Books. There's no author on this, listed on this, but Chartwell Books, dad jokes, 500 jokes. They're so good. Totally not affiliated with them. I don't get any money from them. They don't even know I exist. But I just want to show my sources. You got to show your sources, my friends, or else you're just a dirty thief. So there you go. That's where our jokes came from. And I want to tell your jokes. Remember that email address I told you to remember? jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. That's where you send your jokes. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny. And if I can use them, I will. And I'll give you credit in one of these videos. I promise you. And you know what would be even cooler? Why don't you record yourself telling a joke? That's right. You grab your phone. You turn on the camera. You turn on video. Make sure the front-facing camera's on so your beautiful face is looking right back at you. Hit record. Tell that joke into the camera. And when you're done with that, hit share. And share that by email to that same email address that I want you to send your jokes. Send that to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I use your joke, if I use your video of you telling a joke, you better believe you're getting credit for it, my friends. And if I can get 10 or more people sending in jokes like that, one of these days you're going to click on one of these videos and the joke segment's going to come up. I'm going to introduce it. And then the next 10 jokes are all going to be from awesome, funny people like you. But I can't do it if you don't send in your jokes. So send in your jokes that you want me to tell and send in those videos of jokes of you telling them to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. A couple of favors I'm going to ask you. Nothing major. At least I'm not asking you to do anything for me personally, really. But if you can, if you're, around people today, do your best to make somebody laugh. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just a chuckle or whatever. You make somebody laugh, you've made their day better. And then the other favor, you're just as important as anyone else. Find something that makes you laugh. And I'll tell you what, if it's particularly funny and you can, post it here and tag me in it. Say, Lee, this is what made me laugh today. And maybe I'll share that tomorrow. I'd love to share that tomorrow, folks. Let us know what elevates you, what makes you laugh. Yeah, it's that time where I try to entice you to our store. Now, a lot of people have stores. I get that. I really do stand behind our products. I think they look great. And, take a look at that coffee cup. You can get yourself one of those coffee cups there. Shirts. Heck, I got shirts, my friends. I've got a great t-shirt, and I love wearing it. And I love wearing it out because people always ask me about it, my friends. Look at that. This shirt has been washed like 50 times, my friends, and it still looks great. It's in great quality. This is a really good quality print. It's not a cheesy iron-on. No, it looks great, my friends. And you know what? I'm going to just run a little ad for our store because I did do some work on these. There's not very good ads, and I'm a little embarrassed about the ads, but I'm not embarrassed about our products. So, I'm going to run the ads. We'll come right back.
I've seen the style before. Terminal psychotic.
All right, folks, really quick. We have a great store where we've got these fantastic coffee cups. We've got hoodies. We got shirts. Heck, we got shirts. Look at this. We got shirts. This is my 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, like they call it. Why do I call it that? Because it reminds me of concert shirts that I used to get when I'd go to concerts. I still get them. I still go to concerts. So this reminds me of. We got shirts, we got hoodies, we got a regular t-shirt. I'm going to bring that up right now. You can see all three of them right there, my friends. They look great. They're great quality, and they're going to look good on you because you're already a gorgeous looking person. Gorgeous looking person, great design. Wow, unstoppable. Told you I got a coffee cup. I also got a 25-ounce to-go cup. Really good quality cup. Keep your hot beverages hot, your cold beverages cold, and look good and represent the group at the same time. What else do I have? Oh my gosh, my friends, you're not going to believe this. I got a tote bag. I'm sorry, I sound like an idiot. I got this great tote bag. That's Rose Glad there with her tote bag saying not only is it good for groceries, it's good for books. And as you can see right there, it's great for hauling around your rubber chickens. Thank you, Rose. That rocks, and you rock, Rose. Folks, check out our store. We got a lot of cool stuff there, and I'm sure there's going to be something there for you. And if you buy one of our shirts or our hoodie or one of those coffee cups, or we have a phone case, we've got stickers. Let's see how you represent, my friends. So visit the store at store.wellithoughtitwas.com. Thanks for sitting through my little spiels there, folks. I really do believe that our products are really good quality. These shirts look good, and I'm not lying. When I'm out with them, people are like, oh, that's cool. What's that all about? I went to get some beer the other day for my friend, as a gift. And the lady at the liquor store asked me about it. And then I said, well, you could just scan the little QR code in the corner. And she didn't know what I was talking about. So I said, just go to wellithoughitwasfunny.com. She messaged me after that. She went there. She joined. And then she sent me a DM saying, oh, I'm the lady from the liquor store. And I really like your group. Beautiful. Love it. So I'll stop talking about that, though. You already had to watch 2 ads or 3 ads, really, when it comes right down to it. But, folks, please visit the store, and I'd love it if you purchased anything. It's going to help us out, I swear. And it is time to wrap up this video, my friends. I know I should have did a featured movie today. It is Tuesday, and I'm just so tired, and I'm so sorry. We're going to try to do that. Maybe I'll do it later on in the week. It'll be sort of out of sequence, but it'll still be there. But what I want to do is tell you how amazing you are, how awesome you are, and thank you for making our groups just amazingly awesome. That you have. They're nothing without content, and you have brought so much amazing content to these groups that, once again, 730 some thousand people have decided that these are worthwhile places to be, and that is makes me feel so good. And I should be humbled by it, and I really am. But if I was really, really humbled, I probably wouldn't talk about it right now. But I am talking about it because I got to say thank you. So thank you for that. And my friends, I am going to be here again tomorrow. I'm hoping you're going to be here tomorrow too. I know a few of you are for sure. And maybe we'll have some new people. But I like to say, even if we don't have another person at all, no one else shows up, and we just got this group that we have right now, we're already the funniest city on the internet. That's right. And the best group on the internet, my friends. We're going to see you again tomorrow. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.